Hey, what's up, everybody? What it do? Sam Sim in the building, aka Sammy Sim. You know, the Rambler going in. Um, I was just looking at a video today about my homie, straight shooter. You know what I'm saying? Old school. You know, what's up with you, man? How you doing? You know, I just saw your video. You was talking about the bad weaves, and oh wow! I mean, you made some great points there. I mean, it wasn't a really long video, but I like to take and piggyback on it and address a few things because for a lot of black men on YouTube, and this isn't simping as well. Like, I mean, I don't simp. I don't simp for these women. I know the weave is terrible. I don't fuck with it. I hate it as well. But you know, I know why they wear the weave. Like we all know why they wear the weave. So I mean, if we're gonna talk about why these women wear the weave, let's talk about why the weave is even worn in the first place. Because the weave is worn basically because the media that is portrayed shows what? Shows a white woman, with her hair blowing in the wind, Asian society, how do they view their women? Nice Asian woman with long hair, blowing in the breeze. You know what I'm saying? Even in corporate America, a lot of these black women wear the weave. Why? Because white society provides the jobs and provides the opportunities for these people. For black men too. I mean, there's a stigma for black men who wear dreads in the workplace. So, for a woman to come in wearing her natural hair, it seems a bit odd. Even in the work environment. You talk about you wear Ghana lotion or she wear Ghana balm or something like that. But I know a female directly from Ghana. I know a few of them because one actually braids my dreads. But one girl from Ghana, I mean, she keeps her hair natural. She puts those extensions in her hair, those puffy Afro weave extensions. She places in her hair. But for the most part, where she's from, it's a bit different than what it is here in American society. American society provides the standards, and if black men provided the standards for black women, then we would see more women out here with froze. Like, this bad female that we got on my video right now, or even Brandy. Like, I think Brandy looks sexier with her hair like this, with her hair, with a nice fro. You know what I'm saying? Instead of females walking around with, as you call it, the mop on their head. Now, another thing that kind of got me is I have this model where, when it comes down to black men talking about black women, or, you're either doing it for one or two reasons. The first reason would be because you are concerned and you're trying to, make a change and you're trying to better the black community. So I mean, I question people, even with Tommy Sotomayor. Sometimes I question, what is his motive when he talks about weave? It's like, oh, you black women bad weave, but then your significant other is, another race. They're from a completely different culture, at the very least. Or I mean, she's mixed, or I mean, or at least the children are mixed. I mean, you confirmed that your children are biracial, and you stated that one of the children wear weave. And I'm not dissing you. I don't want to be one of the guys who disses you. I know that a lot of people come on your channel and they talk about your age, and they honestly don't legitimately have a rebuttal to some of the things that you say. But I agree. I agree that the weave on black women is unbecoming. Seriously. And when I do my research on weave, I even find out that light skinned people wear weave. I even saw weave on a white woman before. She was like a brunette, but she had like a little bit of red in her hair, and she had a red weave, you know, sewn up in there, and I watched her get it put in. Um, but it's a little different in the black community because with the weave that she had in her hair, referring to the white woman, it matches her natural hair. Whereas you're right, black women, for the most part, their hair are coarse. So for a black woman to have long, straight hair, as we see on these pictures, it's a bit odd. Especially for anyone coming up who is used to seeing black hair as being coarse. When they grow up and they watch a lot of women or they see older women when you're a little girl. I've seen girls who were questionable about their hair when they got older. They were under the impression that their hair would definitely grow like Beyonce, or Rihanna or one of these other long haired girls. She thought it was something that you eventually grew like how a deer grows antelopes. Your hair would automatically grow long at one point. Like once she got over the age of puberty, then all of a sudden she would have long straight hair. All right, but I'm serious. Let's go on a serious tip about it. Yeah, it is a psychological issue. It definitely is. I mean, just think about if the tables were turned, though. I mean, what if there was an incident where the shots were called so much where society deemed black folks to, I don't know, wear mascara because everybody, um, wore mascara. Black men have to wear mascara too because white men are wearing mascara, Asian men are wearing mascara, Arabs, all of them are wearing mascara because it's the new thing, and they all have fit in part of white society because now they wear the mascara. I mean, should we wear the mascara, straight shooter? You know? But then, we have to think about it. Like, if we had our shit together, just think about it. If we had our shit together, you would see more black women with dreads and braids and afros. But at this point, straight shooter, I mean, what does it have to do with you? I mean, this particular topic, what does it have to do with you? I mean, you can easily tell your daughters, I don't want you wearing weave anymore. And I'm sure that your wife doesn't wear weave. Your wife is white if I'm not mistaken. So, that's an issue that really doesn't concern you, man. Definitely doesn't concern you. That's almost like speaking to a gay family, a gay community, in regards to, having kids and procreation. You can't talk to a black gay man like that. It's just the same situation. I mean, that isn't cool at all. I know these women have enough problems as it is, man. And I know they understand that the weave is fucked up. I know subconsciously a lot of these women, while getting the weave put in their hair, they feel like shit. They think they're gonna look good, and they just know that they're gonna look good for a little while, as long as that weave is in their hair. But I agree, motherfucker keeping some fake shit in their hair for a few months, that is terrible. That's wrong. But I guess my question is, how does it still affect you? I mean, are you around a lot of people who have stinky weaves on a daily basis? They around you. I mean, you didn't go to work today or yesterday. I don't know when you shot the video, but I mean, I know for me, I spent a lot of time around women with weave, especially being a single man. I see a lot of weave on a lot of these women's heads, and I feel the right to complain because at the end of the day, my intentions at the very least is to get with a black woman. You know what I'm saying? So if that is my intentions, then I'm gonna do everything I can to convince them to wear their hair natural. As a whole, as a group, I'm not gonna diss them. I mean, come on, man. What is that gonna do? I mean, even Tommy Sotomayor, he does the same thing. Weave, but has no intentions on fucking around with a black woman or a dark skinned woman. So, yeah, man, ease up on them, straight shooter. Ease up on them, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, don't worry about them talking about your age. But that issue, I don't think that's an issue that should be any concern of yours right now, man. I guess, it's a hot topic and everybody wants to bring it up. But if you got a white wife or a wife who has long hair, Asian wife, or any type of non-American, or um, you know, a woman who doesn't have coarse hair, then you don't really have anything to say. And why'd your daughter get weave? I mean, that's weird. You know, I have a little sister who has a daughter. She been doing her hair since she was a baby. Now my niece is now 7 years of age. Yeah, she's 7. She'll be 8 next year. And she's been growing her hair since birth. Her hair is real nice. She gets it hot combed every now and then. But her hair is in a nice fro at times, and for the most part, she gets it braided. Her hair is long, not an inch of weave, not an inch. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna talk about just the fact that these women wear weave, you got to think about why they wear the weave, straight shooter. Let's talk about that shit. Let's talk about the fact that a lot of these women wear the weave because their hair didn't grow previously because of what? The perm. And then we got to back up before that. The perm was put in a lot of these people's hair because of their mothers. Their mothers put the perm in their hair because they didn't have enough time to spend on doing these women hair and sitting in front of the stove with a hot comb and combing it out. Putting up the borettes, braiding it up real good, and every day these girls can go to school with the borettes with the different colors and the balls with the different colors of the borette. They didn't have that shit. It's an economical thing. And I know this one coming up when I went to school. You see a lot of these girls who had borettes in their hair, different colors every day, and they wore the brand new tennis shoes, and they had the brand new My Pony toys, and they always had some extra snacks in their lunchbox. Whereas you see the Keisha and the Laquita growing up in elementary and middle school, her hair was never done. Like, it looked like she had a dry perm and her hair was tied up in a rubber band. One rubber band, no barrette. Sometimes maybe a barrette, but it was just a little small little ponytail. It looked like a pterodactyl haircut. She had a pterodactyl looking hair. Like, her hair was all pushed to the back with just a little skinny, tiny, a little sprout at the end. No hang time whatsoever. And then they had the little sprinkles of hair on the side on top of their ears. They come from poor communities. Their hair, like these women, I've seen girls who grew up in elementary and middle school, their hair has never been done. Even for the yearbook picture. I can pull up the yearbook picture of some of these girls, even back then, their hair was not done. Their hair looked like they just got out of a fight. You see what I'm saying? But it's attributed to a broken economy. It's attributed to lack of economics, and that's why still today, like, a lot of these women, they want to look pretty, or they want to become successful. I mean, you look at some of the black women who have these high positions, like I know a Tanzanian lady wears her long Jessica Rabbit weave, works for a bank firm, and she has to answer to presidents and vice presidents and shit every day for success. But if there was a group of Tanzanian black men here in the community, or even a group of black men, then we'd be able to set up the rules and say, hey, baby girl, you ain't got to come up in here with this weave. We won't need you in here with this weave. You would see a lot of more Afro puff wearing chicks. And I mean, honestly, straight shooter, that's my thing. I mean, if a chick has short hair, if she has short hair as long as she got a nice lining or something real good, man, a chick with some short hair, I would dig that. As long as it's original, a chick with a nice fro, I would dig that. I love shit like that. But I don't like women who have weave either. But I'm not going to sit there and diss them, if I'm not going to take and claim them and shit, man. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And I hope you cool, man, with your day and stuff like that. Because I know they mess with you. I watched a couple of your videos, and, yeah, you have trolls, and then you have people calling you old and shit like that. But my only issue is, this whole weave situation, it's bad. It's bad. But, Gotta understand why it's there. So I like to see you do a video on that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because your videos are good, but like just be more of a help to the black community. Because I mean, from a real nigga standpoint, I don't know. It just sometimes it just feels like some of these guys they come across as sellouts. Like it doesn't affect them anymore, but they're making these videos talking about oh black women ain't shit, black women ain't shit. Like black women do not affect Tommy Sotomayor at all. I mean, I don't know who he messes with, but I know he's not messing with a dark skinned sister. You know what I'm saying? I know this. I know he's not messing with a dark skinned sister with coarse hair. And it just makes me think, I mean, what happened to you guys, man? I mean, is these the women that shitted on you guys and treated you guys like shit to make you say, you know what, fuck it, I'm not dealing with these type of women no more. I'm not dealing with these type of women anymore. I'm going to fuck around with this white bitch here or this light skinned bitch with long, pervious hair, and that's what it's going to be. And I can't rock like that, man. I mean, I can only convince them. But straight shooter, you get your shot on, man. Get your shoot on. You was kind of sick the other day, man. You had like a cold and shit, man. I was like, wow, man. Homeboy is feeling bad, man. I was feeling bad for you, man. I was like, man, I hope he feels better and shit, man. So I see you feeling a little better. So that's good, man. So you have a good day, you guys. Enjoy it, man. Sam Sim, and I'm out.